Disclaimer: no stealing, reposting, or tracing any of the artwork / stuff that's in this video. Make sure to like and subscribe to this video. Hi, let's make an OC for Hazbin Hotel. I don't know what the intro should have been, so this is what you get, guys. Hooray! But seriously, today we're going to be drawing a Hazbin Hotel OC. I want to put a disclaimer out there that it's probably not going to look anything too Hazbin Hotel-like, as in the OC is probably not going to look like a character from Hazbin Hotel. And I just wanted to state that as a disclaimer because, you know, this is my first time trying out something like this ever. And because this is something I'm trying out for the first time, don't expect it to be exactly the same like the characters in this show, as in things like the line art, the coloring. It's probably going to be vastly-ish different, so, you know, I'm sorry. So, we are going to be immediately starting with the line art. And I know what you might be thinking, you know, like, where's the sketch? Where? Don't worry, the sketch is right in front of your screen. You know, I'm sure you have eyes. But the real reason I'm actually starting with the line art is because I like to actually sketch in traditional, meaning I like to sketch in a sketchbook. And to be frankly honest with you, I don't think I've ever seen too many other digital artists use this method. The closest thing I've probably seen is where an artist will sketch digitally, but they'll actually paint or they'll color traditionally. Wait, so does this make me a super special 5-star gacha character? Anyways, yeah, that's the real reason. Okay, so the second reason I'm immediately skipping to line art is because I actually don't like filming my sketches, and it's not because I'm embarrassed by it. You should never be embarrassed by your sketches, because guess what? That's how you learn. Learning from mistakes is very crucial. But the real reason I actually don't like filming my sketches is because I can never find the right angle to sketch, because whenever I turn a camera on, I get self-conscious of my head, which, you know, that's pretty bad. And I have a really bad habit of leaning over my sketch, so my entire head ends up covering the sketch anyway, so it's pretty much pointless to even attempt to try and sketch. And the times that I actually ended up attempting to film my process ended up in disaster because I get too self-conscious of the camera and worrying about my head showing up. So from here on now and into the future, I'm probably never gonna film myself sketching simply because I don't want my big ugly ass head to show up on the camera. Okay, so now that we got that out of the way, we're gonna talk a little bit about my OC that I created. So about Hazbin Hotel. So Hazbin Hotel is a show, obviously, but it's a show about this girl, this demon girl named Charlie, who wants to make a hotel for sinners to give them a second chance, or basically a redemption chance. Oh, and I forgot to mention, this is about like heaven and hell and heavily, you know, religious kind of stuff. So, you know, I need to give that warning just in case some unsuspecting person watches this and then their parents find out and they get so mad because this is about demons. And we are a Christian household. Hell is never to be talked about. So back to my OC, which is, you know, the main point of this video. But so I decided to name my OC Star, short for Starlight. And the reason I did this is a lot of the characters in Hazbin Hotel actually go by fake names instead of their real ones. I'm not exactly too sure why they do, but it's a common concept, and I decided to do that for my OC as well. As for the rest of the character, I decided to base them based off of me. And the reason I did this is because whenever I create OCs, I can never create OCs off the top of my head like a lot of people can. So instead, I like to use myself as a base, and it works a lot of the time. Like, I don't know how some of you guys do it. How do you guys have close to 100 OCs living in your mind, and you remember every single one of them? Their name, their age, where they're from, what they do? Like, how? I can't even remember my own OC persona. The one you're staring at the bottom right corner of the screen right now. I can't. I just can't. I draw her almost every day. Still can't remember. But anyways, as for age, I decided to make her somewhere in her 20s. She's at least old enough to drink. That's all you need to know. I know the outfit's kind of misleading, but again, like I said, I based it off of myself. And the truth is, I actually do kind of dress like this in real life. No, I don't wear a bow, and no, I don't wear a cape around my neck, and no, I don't wear overalls. But I do dress a lot more childishly compared to that of the average adult. Like, come on, I literally have a Borzoi shirt. I have that shirt, that meme, in the form of a t-shirt. Like, is that not enough to prove my point? Like, would you really go to a job interview wearing that shirt? I certainly wouldn't. How she got oofed. So the way she got oofed was on Halloween. She was wearing a costume and just strolling down the streets when a group of dogs rammed into her and basically, they started chomping on her. I could go into full detail or be more specific, but I don't think YouTube really likes that kind of stuff, so... And the year she died was 2013, and the reason I chose 2013 is because I think that's when all the fun stuff was going on, silly bands, rainbow looms, people still played with their DS's, we were getting into the Wii, what else? Oh, there was Twinkle Toes, the light-up shoes. Oh, and remember those ballerina shoes? The shoes with the spinning thing at the bottom? Those were the highlight of my life as a kid. And I remember when I first got those shoes, I was flexing to every girl. I was check me out. And everybody was so jealous. They were like, oh my god, we need those shoes. Those are so sick. And in all honesty, I feel so bad for girls nowadays. I know I shouldn't, and I'm probably generalizing, but I feel like a lot of girls nowadays, all they want is Air Jordans, Air Maxes, the white ones, Converses, Vans. And I know that times have changed, but I feel so bad because back when I was a tween, all I wanted was to continue wearing my Twinkle Toes shoes. And honestly, even now as an adult, I want a pair of Twinkle Toe shoes. I want to flex to people that my shoes can light up every time I stomp my foot on the ground. It was all kinds of fun stuff, and I thought it would be really useful, especially when she interacts with other characters. It would be a very good, talking point where she'd be like, check out this rainbow loom, and they're like, what the hell is that? And she's like, well, you see. As for gender and sexuality... By the way, this is very important for Hazbin Hotel. Come on, literally, the main character is bisexual. Anyways, like I was saying, for sexuality, I decided asexual and aromantic would be perfect because, come on, her appearance is already misleading, so there's no point in adding extra juice to it. Imagine her going to Alistair or, I don't know, some other guy character or girl character and be like, I love you. Ew. It doesn't make sense. And also, I think it would also help the plot a lot in a way, because so that way there's no conflict, And that's basically why I chose asexual and aromantic, because, basically I don't want any conflict with any of the other characters in the show in that way. For gender, I decided to choose agender, and the reason I chose agender was because, Anyways, we're circling back, and I wanted to talk about the design characteristics. So for design characteristics, I decided to add a bunch of stars. That's how I chose the name too. And I actually really love stars. I'm not a huge astrologist type girly though, meaning I don't like studying astrology stuff. I don't care about the whole Cancer, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, or, oh look, that's Orion in the sky. Do you see that? I don't really care about that stuff, but I do like looking up at the stars, and I love just drawing stars too. Ever since I was a kid, that was something I really enjoyed drawing. And for the stars on her outfit, it's actually supposed to represent the bite marks that the dogs gave her, but I decided to omit it at the end because, I may or may not have forgotten. But also, I thought it was kind of unnecessary at the end anyway because, I don't want to draw skin. It's too much work. I'm lazy. Clothing-wise, I decided to go for overalls because I think overalls are so freaking cute. Come on. You can put pins on it. You could put stickers. It makes you look cute in such a unique way that I just had to put one. And to continue with that whole superhero motif, obviously I added a cape. As for the bow, I decided just to simply add it because basically every other character that works or lives at the hotel has a bow, and I was like, you know what? Let's just hop on the train and put a bow on. I'm pretty sure you started to notice the dog motif, or aka the dog head. If you didn't know it was a dog head, that's okay. I would have been confused too, don't worry. But the reason I decided to choose a dog is because guess what bit her before she oofed? Yeah, a dog. And also, not only that, I also really love dogs. To be honest, I'm more of a cat person, but I also really love dogs. And my number one favorite kind of dog is actually the corgi, which I know that you didn't have to know that, but I just wanted to let you know I really like dogs. And honestly, that's pretty much it. I wanted to talk about some other points, but as I'm recording this, I forgot most of those points. But that doesn't really matter, right? So, thank you guys for watching this video. This is actually the first video I made for this channel. I have made videos like this previously in the past for this channel, but they all turned out very long, like 30-40 minutes, and they were all about rantings that had nothing to do with the actual video itself. So, thank you guys for watching this video. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.